A scare at Dell today led to a swarm of police officers and the arrests of 2 men. But it turns out those men were not there to terrorize, but rather promote the launch of a new product. KXAN's Doug Shoup is live in our studio to explain the events that led up to the confusing and chaotic situation. Doug?
Shannon, more than 24 Round Rock police officers responded to the Dell campus this morning after receiving multiple 911 calls from inside 2 Dell office buildings. Turns out authorities say a secretive internal marketing campaign to launch a new product caught everyone off guard and frightened many employees. The 911 calls began around 10:45 in the morning inside Dell buildings 1 and 2. People reported seeing at least one masked and armed man. Panic alarms were pulled in some secured access areas.
The callers variously described him as being clad completely in dark clothing, wearing a skull pattern mask and carrying at least 2 weapons.
Round Rock police asked neighboring law enforcement to respond to the Dell campus. When officers stormed the place, they say one man refused to comply with their orders.
If it wasn't serious enough already, then that escalated it to basically an extreme risk scenario.
But 11 minutes into the situation, police determined the masked man and another were part of an in-house marketing plan, but told nobody about it.
Through a series of misperceptions and miscommunications, there's just simply no other way to put it, this series of activities performed by these people sent a lot of others into a controlled panic.
Police arrested the man dressed in the skull mask, 48-year-old Brian Chester, and his supervisor, 36-year-old Daniel Rawson. Both face misdemeanor charges. Officers say Chester was not carrying weapons, but rather small metallic items when he yelled for people to go to the lobby.
All this was just intended to be go to the lobby because we're introducing a new product.
A Dell spokesperson declined our request for an on-camera interview. However, by phone described this incident as, quote, an unfortunate choice by a Dell employee. The spokesman would not say what the new product was, but a source inside Dell says it was for the new Dell Streak tablet, which can interface with Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Police say it's a miracle none of the 400 people in the building were hurt.
Think before you act. My goodness. And when the police tell you to do something, do it.
Now, police say they train for these types of possible threat scenarios, and today's response was a perfect example of how things should work. The police spokesman says it's hard to say exactly how much today's response cost, but including the man-hours and equipment alone, says it could have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Reporting live in the studio tonight, Doug Shoup, KXAN Austin News.